Final car in place means we get the green flag at the back. Here come the lights in Losail. And the Qatar Grand Prix is underway. George Russell launches off the line. He'll have to chop across Max Verstappen, who's got good momentum. He's got the inside line. He's got the lead of the Grand Prix. Lando Norris fighting on the inside as well. Lando's going past the pair of them. How did he do that? He didn't do that because Verstappen managed to get his elbows out. Our pole sitter falls to third. It's Verstappen and Norris at the head of the field, with Max Verstappen going wheel to wheel with his rival for the title early this year. But it's P2 on the grid. That penalty avenged immediately as Verstappen gains a place. Russell loses 2 positions. Norris gains a place as well, and off into the background of one of the Hasses, surely of Kevin Magnussen. Ocon and Colapinto stranded at turn 1, and they are out at the first turn.
Ocon's going to dive round the outside at the first corner. And Hulk's just got absolutely no grip, so he's already locked up the right front. He's got Alex Albon just ahead, and he's nervous about hitting the Williams. Then he's having to turn, and that causes the spin. Let's have a look. So he's on the brakes. There's Albon. Oh, he's got no grip on that hard tyre.
Round goes Albon, further on lap 1.
Massively hit by Stroll.
Yeah, copy that.
I knew he was going to do it, I can tell.
There's a 10-second time penalty for Lance Stroll for causing a collision.
I think that's a racing incident in my eyes.
The incident involving Lewis Hamilton for a potential false start is under investigation.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
So he's rolling as the lights go out. That's going to be a slam dunk, I'm fairly sure.
The green flag flies at Losail International once again, and Piastri is very close to Leclerc. That seems to be the closest one. George Russell's also got a run on Lando Norris. Let's see where the moves are going to change. They are debating 4th place, and they stay as they were into turn 1.
Piastri's past Leclerc. Leclerc understeered at the final corner, just couldn't get through, but he dives back on the inside.
And off the road in the background we go with Liam Lawson. And so Liam Lawson is heading off the road to tumble down the order. It's a 10-second time penalty for Liam Lawson for causing a collision at the first turn. And this is the overtake for Kevin Magnussen. Yuki says go the long way round, and Kevin Magnussen is going to.
Oh, fruity stuff from K-Mag. He's forced wide, keeps his foot in over the gravel, and then with a bit of gravel, jumps back up the inside. It's a lovely pass.
Though from what we can see, Verstappen's tyres similar to ours, Russell behind slightly worse than ours.
Lovely move around the outside, and Yuki Tsunoda offering that inside move. Pierre Gasly going for the grippy racing line and taking the place. And once again, Yuki Tsunoda trying to shut the door, and if it's straight line speed problems that Fernando Alonso has, he's got plenty of grip to go around the outside again. And first Magnussen, then Gasly, and now Fernando Alonso go the long way round to take the place away from Yuki. Russell gets a new set of Pirelli tyres, and it's not quick. It wasn't quick on the front right. It wasn't quick on the front rear.
And I think he's going to come out now behind these guys, where without that slow stop, he would have slotted out in front of them. So was that...
Is it Albon?
Was that the Haas?
It was either the Williams or the Haas.
They've both been whacked in the Grand Prix, so it could have been either.
Check if you lifted for the yellow. There was a yellow in the middle of the straight.
Yeah, there was. We'll have a look. Make sure he lifted.
Let's listen in then, as he's going to blast past this.
Check the board.
Lando did not lift, folks.
I hope you report that then.
And then that mirror has been hit. Has it done any damage? I wouldn't expect too much damage. That said, that looks like a lot of debris from below Hamilton's
Puncher for Lewis Hamilton off the road.
Well, it coincides with all those shards of carbon fibre being deposited all over the start-finish straight as Bottas creamed through that
Another one this time for Carlos Sainz. The mirror on the racing line, and Carlos Sainz has a puncher. 2 cars on 1 lap. So Max Verstappen has headed the race since lap number 1, took the lead at the start. Lando Norris nearly jumped from 3rd to 1st, but Verstappen had the inside line for turn number 2.
Hamilton speeding 100%. He just brake tested me again. I locked both my fronts.
There is a drive-through penalty for Lewis Hamilton for speeding in the pit lane. Perez has dropped down. That's not a transponder issue. Perez is no longer in the points. We are racing again in Losail. Perfect restart for Lando Norris.
Yeah, terrible restart for Max Verstappen based on his previous ones. He's under pressure.
Side by side we go for the Grand Prix victory. Verstappen versus Norris in the turn one, and they'll both be going deep. Verstappen hangs on to it. They went wheel to wheel again, and Verstappen hangs on to first place. Piastri gave it everything to get past Charles Leclerc. He couldn't get there. Verstappen maintains the lead. There's still moves going on. They're still swapping it over. Can Leclerc hang on to it? He can. Piastri's still in P4. You've got Russell in 5th. Under pressure from Carlos Sainz. Verstappen elbows out once again. Gasly gets past Sainz. He's up to 6th position. This is Sergio Perez. Let's listen in.
His hard tyres not warming up. You could hear the rev spike as he went for it. I think that was driver error.
That's Hulkenberg dropping the car, spinning into the gravel. It was a great sprint race for him. Ever since we went to the Grand Prix format, it's not been his weekend. It's a 10-second stop-go penalty for Lando Norris for failing to slow under yellow flags. That is effectively a 35-second penalty for Lando Norris.
It's out of the points, given how many laps there's going to be left in this Grand Prix.
Kevin Magnussen. Oh, he's not going to go around the outside. He was barged out of the way before. And that was a look at how Alex Albon and him went racing. These two, gloves off stuff.
And this is even better news for Zhou, who's sitting up the road in 8th place.
Here we go again between Albon and Magnussen. That is a roar around the outside. What a great move from a man heading out of Formula One in a week's time.
Nice one, Kev.
Every point counts for McLaren still, so even though they're going to be outraged with what's happened, they're going to really need that extra point. They'll be happy with Gasly's job as well, keeping Sainz at bay still for 5th and 6th place.
Lando Norris massively fighting and getting past Valtteri Bottas. Crucially, that gets him 1 point for 10th and 1 bonus point for fastest lap if things stay the way they are. The Dutch driver will see the checkered flag first, and Max Verstappen cruises over the line to win his 9th Grand Prix of the year. Max Verstappen wins the Qatar Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc comes home in 2nd place. Oscar Piastri completes the podium, and we will see you next week for a title fight between McLaren and Ferrari. And welcome back to the top 10, Zhou Guan Yu and Sauber. They've finally scored in 2024. There were spins, there were overtakes, there were penalties, and there was victory for the world champion once again. Max Verstappen taking a big glug, celebrating, and it has been an illuminating kind of night